Hey guys, we're going to do our fifth vlog this week, and this week's topic is the right tax forms for rideshare drivers. So if you're doing rideshare, you drive for Uber, you drive to Lyft, there are certain business tax forms that you have to fill out that you probably have never filled out before if you've never ran your own business or been a sole proprietorship or something like that. And when it comes to tax forms, it can get really difficult because sometimes it feels like no tax form is the one that you need, and then you say, oh well, here's this other form that I think that I need, and then before you know it, you're trying to fill out 5 forms at once, and it gets really difficult. And so we're going to simplify it, and the forms that you need, there are 4 forms that you need, okay? And 3 of them come from the rideshare companies that you partner with, and 1 of them comes from the IRS. So the 3 forms that you need from your rideshare partner are a 1099 MIS and a 1099K. So there's a flashcard. That's what you need, 1099 MIS and 1099K. The 3rd form that you need from your rideshare partner is your annual tax summary, okay? And that's what you get from Uber or Lyft once a year. It shows how much you made, it shows some different fees. We'll get into the details about that in a minute. And then the form that you need from the IRS is the 1040 Schedule C. Okay, so you need a 1040 Schedule C as well from the IRS. IRS.gov is the name of the website, and you can just Google that and you'll find it right away. So once you have these forms, which you'll get annually, we'll start talking about the 1099K. The 1099K reports how much income you made from your driving services, okay? And the 1099 miscellaneous is different than that because it reports the income that you made from other sources, like if you got a new city bonus or a referral bonus for referring some number of drivers or a mentoring bonus. This income shows up on your 1099 MIS, so it's different than your 1099K, which shows how much you made from driving services. So I have another flashcard to show the important numbers on these forms because they have a lot of numbers on them. So on the 1099 MIS, all you care about is box 7. Everything else you can ignore. And box 7 is the total income that you made from non-driving activities that are sufficiently related to driving that they can go on your rideshare tax return. The 1099K, you care about box 1A. Box 1A shows your total rideshare income. And if you go to the blog post itself, which we're going to link below, you can go to a blog post and you can see pictures of these forms with box 1A and box 7 highlighted in red so that they're really easy to find. Now, the 3rd form that you get from your rideshare company is the annual tax summary, okay? And we're going to call some of the numbers on there commissions and fees. And those are numbers that you need to get off that form and then add up. And the numbers that you need off that form are tolls, safe rider fee, city fee, the Uber service fee, the split fare fee, and the device subscription fee. Again, if you go to the blog post, you'll see a picture of all this stuff that I'm talking about. If you sum up all those things that I just read, we call that commissions and fees. Okay, so far we've gone over 3 forms, the 1099K, the 1099 miscellaneous, and the annual tax summary. You need 1 number off each of those 3 forms. You need box 1A, line 7, and commissions and fees. And those are our 3 numbers that we need going forward. So once you have those 3 numbers, you then need to get your 1040 Schedule C. And the point of the 1040 Schedule C is that it shows the IRS how much money you made, how many deductions you have, and what your total taxable income is going to be. And so what you do is you take those 3 numbers that we just calculated, okay, and you start to do a little bit of math with them. So this is the formula that you need to know. 1099K, box 1A, plus 1099 miscellaneous, box 7, equals 1040 Schedule C, line 1, which is gross receipts or sales. Okay, and that's the total income that you had for the year as reported by Uber or Lyft. And then from the annual tax report, commissions and fees, that's the answer to line 10 on the 1040 Schedule C. Okay, so that answers 2 questions on the 1040 Schedule C for us, which is this form. Okay, and if you go to the blog post, you'll see all these things digitally, so it'll be a lot easier to read them. So that's answer to question 1 and answer to question 10. What about all the other numbers and questions on this form? That's a really good question. You're probably wondering about the other boxes. There are 2 key areas that you should focus on the 1040 Schedule C. It's Part 2 and Part 4. Okay? And these are the parts of the tax return that generate your greatest tax deductions and therefore increase your take-home pay at the end of the year. So when it comes to Section 2 and 4, in a nutshell, you need to record all your business mileage, your cost of car washes, passenger snacks and drinks, tolls, parking fees, cell phone bills, food and drink consumed while on the job, interest expenses for vehicle leases, and music or other paid apps that you use for ride sharing. Okay? And we have a blog, and it's linked inside of the blog that I'm linking below, and it's a full guide. We don't hide any details. It's all the information that you need to know on what these deductions are, how to track them, and the different ways that you can deduct your vehicle. So go read that if you want to learn some more about that particular topic. Now, there's one question that we get a lot, and it's on the annual report, on the your tax summary, and if you get one from Uber, it will look about like that. On that tax summary, there's a line item called on-trip mileage. Okay. A lot of people are writing that number down on their 1040 Schedule C and using that as their mileage method deduction. Don't do that. Okay, that's the wrong thing to do, because that is only the quantity of miles that you've driven when someone is in the car. You're actually entitled to deduct all of those miles, plus all the miles that you drove on your way to pick up your first ride and in between individual rides as well. So if you're driving from passenger 1 to passenger 2, those miles are deductible. So that number needs to be bigger than it is, so don't get confused by that. I know that this is somewhat confusing, but read the blog post, watch the video. If you have any questions, comment below. And if you don't want to deal with this stuff, you have to legally. The IRS expects you to do these things, but what you can do is you can get a free trial of Easy Driver. It's an accounting and it's a tax application built specifically for rideshare drivers, and it automatically tracks your income, organizes transactions into deduction classes, and it tracks your vehicle uses. So we can fill out sections 1, 2, and 4 for you automatically, and it's a stress-free, easy app. And we made that so that people wouldn't have to worry about this stuff. But if you want to do it yourself, this is exactly how you do it. Okay, we are laying all the information out right here. Our app literally does the things that I'm telling you. It just does them programmatically, and it does it in a way that you don't have to do it yourself. We automate the process for you. So you can do it whichever way you want. Just make sure that you do it, because you are a small business. The federal government believes that, Uber believes that, the IRS believes that, Lyft believes that. So you need to treat yourself as a small business owner and make sure that however you're doing this stuff, that you are doing it, because 1, you're going to lose money if you don't do it, or 2, the IRS might come after you. But anyways, guys, if you have any questions, leave it below. Hit us up on Twitter, email us at our support address, whatever you want, and we'll do, we'll answer questions if you have them. Okay, thanks, guys. Bye-bye.